In response to the global COVID-19 pandemic, Impala Canada has made a number of significant changes to the way we live and work at our Lac des Iles mine to protect our employees, their families, and the communities we share. As we continue to learn more about COVID-19 and our approach to dealing with it continues to evolve, it's important that we all understand and follow these protocols every day, every shift, and continue to work hard to keep each other safe. Our first line of defense against COVID-19 is recognizing the symptoms right away to ensure we don't spread it to those around us. If you have a fever or chills, a new or worsening cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, difficulty swallowing or a hoarse voice, runny or stuffed up nose, loss of taste or smell, headache, nausea or diarrhea, extreme tiredness, or falls or loss of balance, you should not come to work and should be checked by a medical professional as soon as possible. If you have any of these symptoms or have been in contact with anyone who has in the last 14 days, please do not travel to LDI. Under our pandemic procedures, all employees will be screened at 4 distinct points: before traveling to LDI, before entering the mine site, as part of the daily 5-point safety check, and before departing the site. Temperatures will be taken upon site entry and exit. Those who are not cleared at these checkpoints will be denied entry or may need to self-isolate. If you have symptoms, please stay home, stay isolated, stay safe. When you do travel to the mine site, please take precautions to avoid infection. Airline passengers are required by Transport Canada to wear a mask on all flights and in the airport, and you must follow any guidelines from your airline. We advise against carpooling to the mine, but if it is unavoidable, please physical distance and ensure masks are worn. You will notice a number of changes in the ways we work together in close proximity at LDI. One of the best ways we can prevent the spread of COVID-19 is through physical distancing, remaining at least 2 meters or 6 feet from the person next to you. That's a lot more space than we're used to. It's the length of a sofa or the reach of a hockey stick. Throughout the site, you'll see areas where distances have been marked to ensure proper spacing and avoid overcrowding. On the floor of the dry area, in the cafeteria, in lineup areas and meeting rooms, and areas where people work together. We've staggered shifts to allow for fewer passengers in the underground cage and staggered meal times to avoid crowding in the cafeteria. We've introduced specific seating and standing patterns for workers traveling together. Please practice physical distancing when riding in mine vehicles and in the underground cage. Remember, 2 meters apart is a pretty good start. Practicing strict personal hygiene and wearing face masks when physical distancing is not possible will further limit the spread of COVID-19. Masks should be worn at all times in all communal areas, in vehicles, and in the underground cage. Please follow all posted guidelines for hand washing and personal hygiene, and make sure you learn the proper methods for safely putting on and taking off your face mask. Extra hand washing stations have been set up in the cafeteria. Please clean and disinfect your tools, work area, and communal living areas before and after use to protect yourself and your coworkers. Our janitorial and housekeeping staff have strengthened our sanitation routines throughout the camp, cafeteria, and living quarters. Staff will completely sanitize all rooms and change linens during crew changeover, following enhanced laundry protocols. It's easy to slip back into our old social habits, but it's important that we all understand and embrace these new safety protocols and remain consistent in following them. At LDI, we have always made our commitment to safety our first priority, and COVID-19 is no different, now an important part of our 5-point safety check. We are doing all we can to protect the health and well-being of our people, and we need you to do all you can to protect yourselves and your coworkers to get through these difficult times together. We will be stronger together if we work together, watching carefully and honestly for the symptoms of COVID-19, staying home or isolated if we might be sick, and keeping ourselves protected each and every day, every shift, every meal, every trip. Together, we will keep ourselves, our families, and our communities safe.